What's crack-a-lackin'? It's JT the OCG playing some more MLB. We're going to face the Cubs here, a division foe, not the biggest rival. I would say that the game we won here, Cincinnati, I may be a little biased, but just thinking of the 70s with the We Are Family, Willie Stargell, of course, the great Willie Stargell. What a great guy. Dave Parker. I remember Dave Parker. He was a black guy with like very light eyes, so it was very memorizing every time I heard him talk. Well, he was just like, he looked like a linebacker. So he's this linebacker, but he's got like these very light eyes, very memorizing. And I was just thinking, I was like, that guy is just like so different from every other athlete I've ever seen in my life. So Dave Parker. I love Dave Parker too. So Stargell, Parker, Kent Tulkovy. Talk about unique appearances. Kent Tulkovy had those big round rimmed glasses, or big square rimmed glasses. Very lanky kind of guy. Just looked like a librarian that said, "Hey, I think I could throw a ball. I read a book on it." And who else am I thinking of? The '70s Pirates. It'll come back to me soon. But just thinking of that, and then you had the opposite effect. You had the opposite team. Like, they were such contrast. The Big Red Machine. You had Pete Rose, who said, I'd walk through hell in a gasoline suit to play baseball. And then you had Joe Morgan, who was also very intense. Tony Perez, one of those guys that was just, he wasn't very intimidating when it came to voice, but he was just one of those guys that, if he said something, you listen to. And then Dave Concepcion, the Big Red Machine, just amazing. So those guys really fought during the 70s. I think Cincinnati and Pittsburgh won most of the pennants, or division races in the 70s. And then you had the Phillies and the Dodgers there as well. Those are the big four teams of the 70s. I think the Pirates 1979 was their last. And, of course, my Phillies, the 83 Wheeze kids, all those guys, I think they had about 10 players that were 39 years old or older. Lost their last World Series. But in our Baltimore series, when we beat them in 2024, which, man, I wish it was 2023, but it was 2024 when we beat them again. So, anyways. So Chicago, not a big rival. Probably just a rival this year. Just stay out of the cellar. Although Cincinnati is really playing. They only have one win, and it's against us, by the way. Again, in that game that we played. But Chicago, surprisingly, on top of the division, basically due to Marcus Stroman, 2-0 here, 15 and 2/3 innings with 13 strikeouts, probably only a handful of walks. So we're gonna play that game, and then we're gonna play San Diego to close out April, and then we'll look at the April stats. Okay.
And welcome in, everybody. Glad you're with us. MLB The Show has action out of the NL Central. It's the Chicago Cubs going up against the Pittsburgh Pirates. Mommy don't like how I'm living, but what can I say? I tell her this my lifestyle. I ain't never gonna take my life away. They just wanna live my lifestyle. Can't see him cause the money in the way. Ain't much hope where I come. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. Just about set to go now. And on the mound for Pittsburgh in this one, Jose Quintana.
His career ERA's been under 4. What I like most about him is his reliability. Takes the ball every 5th day, ready to go whenever the manager calls.
Leading off the afternoon
all set to go. And now it's going to be Seiya Suzuki.
Yeah, Suzuki is tough, but what I wanted to say, what I should have said is that the Pirates and the Cubs did have a rivalry, but it was back in the early 1900s. So we got the Cubs playing The Cubs are using their 1902 road unis, which did not have, nor had the ability to have anything on their caps. That wasn't something that they had in the textile industry at the time, to put stuff on the hats, I believe. I'm probably wrong on that one.
And now 3-0.
But I don't remember anyone until about the 1905 or something that had any stitching on their hats. But I'm not a uniform guru.
Swings and misses.
But in the early 1900s, the Pirates went to the first World Series in 1903. They also won in 1901 or 1900 before the American League came around. But then the Cubs,
good plate appearance there.
starting around 1905 or 1908. No, 1907, 1908 really became the biggest rivalries.
Here's Nick Madrigal. 3 hits last night, so he was a big factor in getting that win. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
So they're on fire. Madrigal is on fire. Suzuki is on fire. And Quintana, we are just hoping
Suzuki aboard here at first with nobody out.
to get him.
Runner on the go. Pitching for a strike. Throw to second.
Yeah.
Great jump. And that's
Suzuki,
stolen base.
second
It
stolen
wasn't even
base.
Well, he's batting leadoff, and he's acting like a traditional leadoff hitter. Gets on base to start the game, then puts himself on second with a nice stolen bag. I think that sets the tone for the offense for sure. Hands just continue to
Well, there you go. A hanging curveball. If Madrigal had any semblance of power, that would have been out of here. So Quintana already is struggling.
Now here is Frank Schwindel. And that's in there for strike 1.
And speaking of struggling, Swindell, 171 with only 2 dingers. Okay. Well, with 2 dingers. I'm not going to say only 2 dingers. It's only
Nobody out. Runner
the
at
second.
first.
It's only the second week of April. So he can heat up. But right now,
Sends it to Vogelback. That ends
oh,
the inning.
so 2 walks and we get out of the inning. My
But
God.
one
So
run on the RBI
Gutierrez does
signal.
not look good
It's
this
now
game.
1-0. Bottom of the first. Our starter in this one, Marcus Stroman. What do we need to know here?
1 walk. Oh my God.
Last time out, really wanted the complete game, didn't get it, but he did get the W.
Hit hard, base hit. Marisnik around third. Magical with a relay throw.
And we balloon up his ERA just a bit to tie it up at 1.
But this is not one of those cases. He sent this one
And here he comes around.
miles per hour, so that's flexing your muscles a little bit.
There we go. A double for Chavez. He leads the club, I think, with what, 4?
His job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
Here's O'Neill Cruz.
So now he's going to face a very dangerous guy in O'Neill Cruz.
Not shortstop. O'Neill.
And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
O'Neill.
He's just given up 3 straight hits, and now behind in this count to this hitter. Might be a good time for somebody to call a timeout. Maybe the pitching coach should go out there and talk to him just a little bit.
And there's 1. We're going to send another.
1 run is in. Here's the throw to the plate. It's offline. The run comes in. It's 4-1.
4-1 and Stroman. That ERA is ballooned up.
Belton fires. Here's the pitch. Run around the goal.
And Cruz cannot steal.
Of a throw from Wilson Contreras.
He's fast, but boy, he's got bad base running mechanics.
Line drive.
Oh, what a catch by Chavez! No. No. It's not broken. Okay. Okay. So that means we got to bring Brian Hayes in. He was supposed to have the day off.
Lee Brian Hayes. On the ground to third.
Oh, and he hits one right down the line.
That's the lead runner at second. 2 on and 2 out. Now a screamer into the outfield. He's got it, and the inning is over. Cubs stranded couple, and this is still a 4-1 ball game. And hitter waits. Right side. Oh, great stop.
What a play by Madrigal.
Done for the out.
Nice diving stop right there against the out. Great reactions. Excellent job of finishing the play with a nice, easy throw.
From the knees.
Pitch that he wants to hit.
And that one is lifted in the air. Can't get there. Base hit.
And there is a...
Runner from
My
second
God, we
across
shouldn't
the
even
plate.
pitch to the guy. 3 for 3.
Oh, here we
And
are.
he's got both their RBI.
This is where we see the OPS jump up. Manager might have to go to the bullpen a little bit sooner than he anticipated.
Frank Schwindel, the next Cub to hit.
And Boog, I'd say he's due.
On a line.
And what a great diving catch by Brian Reynolds.
A bit of a do-or-die there. He lays out, makes the diving catch, and he strands a couple of runners.
That one.
Oh, and that one's going.
And that
Gone.
is the property of the Beats. He blasts one out to center. Third home run of the season. It's 5-2. The 0-2.
Oh, and Clint Frazier hits it in the gap. Another run's going to come in to score.
He'll score.
On to
It's
third.
5-3.
And only one out. And Simmons brings home a run.
Run scores from third, and they trail by 1. The batter now, Marcus Stroman, bunting, and he pops it up.
Oh. So he catch the bunt. To Brian Hayes, Gold Glover. Well, I don't. Has he won a Gold Glove yet? Probably not. Always looking up at
So
Arenado.
the turns over.
Oh, here we
Now
go.
it's right fielder, Seiya Suzuki.
Don't give up the lead. And that is gonna be gone, I think.
Way back there.
And it's gone.
Turning it.
3-run homer by Suzuki.
Home run number 5 on the season, and they lead it. It's 7-5.
And I think I've seen enough.
No, it's right there and looks pretty good. He doesn't love it. He's not going to swing that early in the count.
Contreras. makes
Oh, and
the
O'Neal
grab,
Cruz
and he's one
shaking
down.
his hand. He breaks his bat.
Pitch. And he drops it down to third.
Greg
base.
Allen with the drag bunt. He's gonna be safe.
He's safe. Allen on the go. It's a pitch out.
Got me with the pitch out.
Ow! A rocket of a throw for field gap. This to third. Hayes picks it up. Throw is low, and he can't pick it.
And Brian Hayes with an error. Oh my God.
Now batting.
We know what you mean.
Started after the 0-1 pitch, and now.
Oh,
it's
that
checked
guy
on
has
the
given
first.
nothing
And he
to
held
us
up.
all day.
On the ground to the left. Off balance speed. There's one.
What a great double play.
Out of the order. Swing and a base
And there we go. Get the rally started.
The first baseman, number 19.
No outs. Runner at first.
Daniel.
So next to the plate for Pittsburgh,
Vogelbach.
Daniel Vogelbach. Time run at the plate. Here goes the runner. Pitch is high.
And we did it again. Managing.
A rocket of a throw from Wilson Contreras.
Oh, the managing is gonna lose this game for us.
Right through there. Got it. 2 away. And a pop-up. Right
And
side,
I
foul
think that's
territory.
gonna do it. Yep, he got it. It's final. And I lost this game, not the players.
Two-game series.
series have a different feel. There's kind of an urgency. So to come in and take both games, sweep the series, feels really good. You kind of wish that it was a 3 or 4 game series when you're this hot.
A 7-5 final score in this
Here now
one.
is our
The
final
Cubs
line
go
for
home
this
a winner.
afternoon.
For Chris Singleton,
Yeah, they had
our
3
entire
stolen
outstanding
bases and
crew
2
here
caught
at MLB The
stealing.
Show. I'm John Shambi.
Stroman's ERA balloons up to 2.08. They allowed no walks.
For the Pirates, 5 runs on 9 hits, 1 error. They left 2 men on base.
We walked a ton,
The winning pitcher is Marcus
and
His
3
record
caught
is now
stealings,
3-0.
and we walked 5. That's how you lose a ball game.
The save.
Hello, baseball fans, and welcome. Major League Baseball on tap. It's the San Diego Padres going up against the Pittsburgh Pirates. John Shambi, Chris Singleton with you. And Singy, we're going to see a nice little win streak put to the test today.
Yeah, these guys are really firing on all cylinders right now. And to me, the important thing is that they're doing the little things well. They're not just relying on home runs or big plays every game. They're playing good situational baseball, executing in key areas, and that's how you string together wins. So we'll see if they continue that in this one.
Just about ready to roll here, and towing the slab, JT Brubaker.
A very forgettable start his last time out. Was only able to work a couple of innings. We're looking for him to put it all together today. Command, tempo, and just really a confident presence out there on the
Leading
mound.
off tonight
Okay,
for San
all
Diego.
set to go. Now it's
The
the
second
second baseman, Jake
Jake.
Cronenworth.
All right, so we're trying to stop a 12-game winning streak. They've been beating up on us, but we're not doing too bad this year.
And a foul ball.
First pitch, 6:35.
Bounce to the right side. Newman handles to first. 1 out in the top of the first. As we take a look at the Padres lineup, this is a ball club that can really slug. Lots of homers, lots of extra base hits. And Chris, that of course a huge part of success in the standings for this group.
Well, if you're going to be successful in today's game, you've got to be able to hit the ball over the fence. Just defensively, very hard to find the holes. And when you're talking about guys, coming out of the bullpen, throwing 95 and above, very difficult. It's hard to string together 2, 3, 4 hits to score
LeMahieu
those
hits
runs.
his
So
100th home
definitely
run of the
critical
year.
to hit
Nice.
those homers, get the extra base knocks, and that's exactly what they've been doing.
Eric Hosmer takes a strike there as he stands at the plate now. No score, just getting started, top of the first.
Another complete game by Alcantara.
The other way,
Oh, that's not good.
just inside the line, and it's down for an out. Around first and hustling for second. Cruz with a relay throw, not gonna get him. He's in there.
Well,
Oh, I like that.
last
Jose
2 games or so
Iglesias.
have been anything but fun at the plate
Had a
for
0
him,
for
so
16
that
streak.
one has to feel
And
good.
Longoria,
Just a cookie
11
down the middle.
1100
Those are the ones you
RBI.
dream about.
In the dirt, blocked. The tag, and that's
Oh, bad move.
over. That's been incomplete. We've got no score.
To get the blessing for the brethren. The brethren. I got my blessing because the Father never left him.
Bottom of the first, and today on the hill, Blake Snell. What should we keep an eye on here?
Last time out, wasn't able to get out of the second inning, really put a lot of pressure on the bullpen, but the offense picked him up. I'm looking for him to hit the reset button and get after it in this one.
Come on.
Kevin Newman, 371 with 2 homers. I never would have saw that coming. And he's been injured most of the month. And there it is. Reynolds connects, and it is gone.
And it is gone. Ryan Reynolds leads the yard. Home run number 5 on the season. It's 2-0.
Oh, and bases loaded. Roberto Perez pops up.
More impressive was the throw, off balance, had to try to in the air, get his shoulders turned, and make a strong throw. Does show
I love how they
we're
call
usually used to seeing that kind of
Machado
arm strength from the
overrated.
shortstop.
That's a nice touch. I like that. But Will Myers is having a resurgence here in the new deader ball era. And I think he just launched one.
That one back there.
No!
Catch up against the
What a
wall.
catch by Greg Allen, who is very good in left field.
He's got a chance to get to us mowing him down. He's settling in. You got to make him uncomfortable. Maybe step out of the box, call timeout, do whatever it takes.
I'll tell you what, Roberto Perez has balls of steel. That one just hit him right in the crotch, and he didn't even flinch. Oh, no. That was a miss.
And there he goes. Out to center. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out.
Chavez is going home. Oh, he got him.
And that's it. Runner takes off. Hits in for a strike. And that's a stolen base. Not even close.
So Brian Hayes bringing the stolen base into his repertoire, so that's what he's got to do. I mean, he's hitting 6 home runs this year, but I don't see him having. I see him having about 22 homers, but if he steals, he can hit doubles. He plays that stellar defense.
Next pitch is outside, and now it's even 1-1.
Then I think he's going to be an integral part of the new family Giants, or new family Pirates. What the hell am I saying, Giants?
Early lead, but you don't want to take these opportunities for granted. With 2 outs, still lock in with a quality at bat, drive in that run. You may not have another guy in scoring position the rest of this ball game.
And that one ripped into right. Myers makes the catch, and that'll do it. Pirates lead 1.
So we screw up a hit and run and a tag up. But I don't think it would have caught. I don't think it would have done anything anyways. Oh! Roberto Perez hooks that one. Yes. What a good stopgap catcher he is.
His second of the year, and they add to the lead. It's 3-0.
Just waiting for Henry Davis to come up.
And that'll fall for a base hit. They kick for force out. 1 out in the bottom of the 4th.
Wow, this is one of those plays that happens sometimes but it never really should. It seems like
Oh man, I was. If that was going to be caught, it would have been a triple play. I didn't want to, but geez, I thought Allen would be quick enough if I didn't go all the way. But
Digging in is just smoked on the ground to second.
and everybody is contributing today.
Another scores. 2 runs in on the play, and the lead is up to 5. Not much.
Austin Nola comes in pitch hitting, and he's going to get a run in. They finally get to him in the 5th inning. All right, Brubaker going for the complete game, but I got 2 guys warmed up in the pen. See if he has Mikado's number.
That one missed.
Talk about the right guy at the right spot.
The 4th time.
They really need a rally, and this guy is someone you can believe in to find a way to get on base.
Kicks and fires. So 2 balls and no strikes. And here it comes. Now this one is smoked down the
And yeah, no.
on its way if it's fair. Out of here.
And that's his 10th home run. Now he's tied for the NL lead. So
Machado leaves the yard. Home run number 10 on the year. Line drive base hit.
and I think that's going to do it. No complete game for Brubaker. We got to take him out.
Feels the skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to make the move. JT Brubaker departs. We'll be back in a minute with a new arm on the mound. Wayne Underwood Jr. gets handed the rock out of the pen, and he'll do his best to hang on to this lead.
Number 57, Wayne Underwood Jr.
The guy familiar with our Baltimore Oriole franchise. But instead of just being a piece of the bullpen here, he's basically our second best.
Trent Grisham. First pitch, just missed.
Second best reliever.
Meyer. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
There we go, 0-2. About to snap the Padres win streak. There it is. Underwood with 2 Ks.
This was a tightly played game. Got a little of everything. Some timely hitting, runs on the board, key pitching and defense.
Roberto Perez and Brian Reynolds with home runs, but 2 RBI for Michael Chavez, our platoon first baseman. And that'll do it. Box score. Only give up 1 walk, which is very rare for us. We usually give up like 3 or 4. We struck out 6. I did not know we struck out that many. I did not think we did. We got 4 walks, which is around. I usually get about 4 or 5, depending on the pitcher. So we got 4 walks. We struck out only 6 times, which is actually a little bit less than we strike out. But then again, Allen's in there instead of Gamble. Gamble strikes out a little bit more, and Vogelback strikes out a little bit more. So Reynolds was the main man, striking out twice. But 6-7 strike with the we don't have a DH, so with the pitcher hitting, usually he strikes out about twice. And we had 3 stolen bases, no caught stealing, so I'm really happy about that. Brubaker gives up 7 hits in 8 innings, 2 earned runs, 1 walk, 4 strikeouts. Oh, Underwood, that's why we had 6 strikeouts. I forgot to count Underwood's stellar performance. 1.86 ERA so far for Underwood, and that is the reason that we are doing so much better than we should be. We're going to look at the standings now. Okay, so here are the standings as we see it at the end of April. Expos 19-8, off to a good start. The Yankees 18-10. They lost Garrett Cole for the year, so he's got a major injury. I think it's like 6+ months. So Garrett Cole is gone for the year. Blue Jays 16-12. Orioles are coming up 14-13, and the Red Sox 12-16. Central, it is the Indians 17-11. They must have liked going back to their not changing to the Guardians. The Twins 13-14, Royals 13-14, White Sox 13-14. So Indians could kind of pull away here and just give no hope to anybody. Royals doing better, White Sox doing worse than expected, simply because of the new small ball. Instead of hit a home run, do the 3 outcomes, walk, strikeout, or home run. So the Royals can run, and they have a good big field in order to hit triples. Tigers kind of disappointing at 8-20. They shouldn't be that bad. American League West, the Astros atop as always. Mariners are scratching 14-13. Angels are middle of the pack. Athletics are overachieving a little bit, 12-16. But then again, they do have some good contact hitters on that team. And the Rangers are 6-22, mainly due to their bad pitching. National League East, the Mets are destroying the competition. 22-5. I think the record there is like the 84 Tigers, who went 35-5. But they're 22-5. Braves 15-13. Tritons 14-13. Phillies 11-16. As a Phillies fan, they always fail when you expect a little bit more out of them. And the Nationals in their rebuilding section here, 9-19. The Pirates, look at that. We are overachieving basically due to our bullpen. Even though our team ranking is 24th in pitching and 27th overall, our 3.64 ERA has got to come back to the norm pretty soon. But we're doing it on good defense, some timely steals, some hit and runs, all that kind of good stuff. And the Cubs are doing the same, 16-11, 3.15 ERA. The Brewers 14-14, the Cards 12-15, and the Reds mired in 4-23. That ERA, oof. Hunter Green and Brandon Williamson, 2 of their highly touted starting pitchers, Rookies are not doing well at all. So Luis Castillo is probably working his way into getting it traded at the deadline to get out of there. Padres 19-9. We handed them their first loss in a while. They're keeping ahead of the Dodgers 18-19. Giants 15-12. Rockies 13-14, and the Beavers 7-12. They're average. That's what's killing them. They're average and slugging. Oh, did we get the awards? The awards. No. Awards. Player of the month. Luis Severino is the starting for 6-0, 2.17. I don't think they're going to miss Garrett Cole that much. And then, of course, DJ LeMahieu hit his 100th home run this month. 342, 5 homers. Rookie of the month, George Kirby of the Mariners. 6-0, 1.60. He actually did, he didn't have enough. He didn't have as many strikeouts, so maybe that's why Sevy got that pitcher of the month. But yeah, he kept on pace with the veteran Severino. Jacob deGrom is back and back and back, and I don't know why he doesn't have a picture. Why doesn't he have a picture? He's been with the Mets forever. Well, anyways, 4-0, 44 strikeouts, 1.81. Mookie Betts hitting 10 homers, batting .358. And Michael Harris, 342 with 5 homers and playing a very good stellar defense. Look at the other guys. Got Polanco over the Twins, batting .354. Jimenez of the Indians, 347. LeMahieu, 342. Yandy Diaz, 337. Mike Trout there, 333. Bogarts, 330. I knew he would do well in a better contact, less home runs, less walks, less strikeout kind of league. I knew Bogarts would excel. Zunino, I did not. I thought he would be one of those guys that would be out of the league, to tell you the truth. But he is getting it done. Bobby Dalbec, 318. Carlos Santana, 317. For the National League, Okuna, 367. The guy is just amazing. D'Arno, 363. Wow. Brendan Rodgers, is he a rookie? Why would I think he's a rookie? He's been around for a while. But yeah, he's taken another step forward. Now he's batting .363. He's got 3 stolen bases too in this new league. Mookie Betts, let's see, he's got 2 stolen bases. So Mookie may go back to 2018 kind of production and steal over 20 bases. Machado, you saw him. He was the guy lighting us up in the Padres while all his partners in crime were failing. Joey Bart actually doing quite well in his in the first season. He's taken over as the Giants' backstop. CJ Crone, of course, probably hitting a much better at home. Will Myers doing really well. Justin Turner, the ageless wonder, as is Joey Votto. When we played the Reds, he also kicked our butts. Ian Happ, another guy I did not know if he was going to do well in this new league, but he's stealing 4 bases, so he might get a career high there. Strike it out 28 times in 26 games. Not great, but he walked 15 times, so yeah, if he keeps those strikeouts around 1 a game, he might be very, very productive. Jerkson Profar has basically had a late career resurgence at the age of 29. Never really hit well, was very highly touted, was the number 1 prospect for quite a while. Never put it all together, but this year it seems so far he has. Tommy Edman, I'm sure he's got 8 stolen bases and 9 chances. He'll probably get 40 stolen bases this year. Cesar Hernandez, this might be a guy I'm going to look to try to get. He's 31 years old. He'll probably be very, very cheap. I think, yeah, he's a free agent after this year. Only costs $4 million. I always liked Cesar. I liked Cesar when he was with the Phillies. He was one of my favorite players as the Phillies. And now he's stealing a lot. He's stealing a little bit more, not getting caught. He's not going to hit home runs for you, but he has 3 triples and he does what I want. He walks a good part. He'll walk. He'll get half a walk per game played in this new league, and he'll strike out less than once a game, and that's what I would like. I would like to replace. I would like to replace Van Meter. I just don't think Van Meter is any good. And so if I can get Cesar Hernandez for cheap, I'll do that. But I don't know, because I don't think our young guys, our young middle infielders are ready. So if he could be kind of a stopgap for maybe next year, or well, at least this year. If we're still kind of contending in May, if we don't fall apart in May, I'll look to get Cesar Hernandez. Yeah, if we're still in the hunt, if the Cardinals are still the Cardinals and the Brewers still underachieving, and we're still in this hunt, Cesar Hernandez is probably one of those guys that I'm going to try to get. Doubles, Duger for the Giants, Harper, Varsho, Marte, Crone, Ahmed, Yastrzemski, Solano. Okay. Kwan of the Indians, doing very good so far this year. 9 walks, 21 strikeouts in 25 games, 3 stolen bases, only 1 caught, 4 triples. Well, Andrus, Kepler. Kepler might be a guy I try to get too. Well, no, I don't think so. That's right. He's a lefty. And we have Swaggerty. Actually, I think we have enough. Calvin Mitchell, if he does really well, I'll keep an eye on him. Then we have Sawinski in AAA as well. And, oh, God, who is... we got a center fielder there, too. So those might be the guys. I think we could call up. I think we have, like, Major League ready, or almost nearly Major League ready guys in AAA for the outfield. I'm not sure if I'll get an outfielder. Really, it's just like Cesar Hernandez would be somebody I would probably look to get. Joey Gallo hitting doubles. What's he doing? My God, this is the one guy I thought would be out of the league next year because of our new dead ball format. But he's hanging in. He only has 5 walks though. But he has 24, and he only has 24 Ks in 21 games. Very on Joey Gallo like. Right, triples. There we go. 4 triples. Cesar's got the 3. Sam Hilliard, Adames, Rojas. Rojas is another good one I would like. But we got O'Neal Cruz. We got to stick with O'Neal Cruz. Like I said, and do we bring McCutchen back home? Do we bring McCutchen back? Oh, look, he's dropping all the way. Yeah, 35 years old. Only batting .224. Not sure. I'm not sure. 2 triples, but only 1 double. And this is him primarily facing against the right-handers or left-handers, which he has better success against. He's had issues the last couple of years against right-handers. I especially see 2021. He only batted .222, and he basically batted about .290 versus left-handers. So, but you look back at Mr. MVP. Look at that, 28. He was one of those guys just hitting mid-20s, 30 home runs, batting .327, 20 stolen bases. He's just one of those guys that were so great. He played every day, 157 games. I'd love to bring him back, but I think he'd be too expensive. Maybe he'd be too expensive. $8.5 million. He's a free agent next year. I don't know. You know what? I might look into that. A veteran presence is good. So if our outfielder guys aren't ready, he would be a good stopgap for a couple of years. Home runs, Machado, who hit one off of us, Mookie Betts, Soler. Blackman is the big surprise. He hasn't been a home run hitter since 2019. Batting .301 with 4 stolen bases. So he went to the fountain of youth, and I hope it wasn't the same fountain of youth that Fernando Tatis went to. But so far, he's excelling. Pete Alonso, he's probably a big reason. Yeah, he's a big reason the Mets are in first place. Not just their pitching is the biggest reason, but he's one. Austin Riley taking another step forward. Think he'll have over 30 home runs this year, no problem. Joey Bart. Yeah, Joey Bart really is doing well over there, huh? Devers, that's a no-doubter. Devers and Ramirez, yeah, the two biggest stars in the American League, or the 3 biggest stars in the American League right now are Judge, Devers, and Ramirez. Well, Vladdy too, yeah. Abreu's still fighting back father time, 35 years old. Trout still there, but Trout is basically, missing time. It's horrible. It's horrible. Might see the end of Trout, Hopefully he can bounce back. Stolen bases, Trey Turner, Edmund Acuna, Horner, 7. There's Cesar again. I think we may be outbid by a better contending team for Cesar Hernandez if they want him. Anderson with 10, Jimenez, Merrifield still going strong. He might be a guy I look for. Can play everywhere. But the Royals I think the Royals will stay in there. Mateo. Only batting .245, but still stealing. Where is... Please tell me Mullins is doing okay. Mancini has 3 stolen bases. Get out of here. Josh Harrison might be another guy, another former Pirate. He might be a guy. We brought him... We had him for the Orioles, but he did horrible for us, so we traded him to the White Sox. And lo and behold, he is actually with the White Sox this year. So I predicted that one, didn't I? There's Mullins. Only 3 stolen bases. What's he doing? 276. Yeah, I mean, he's doing decent. Why isn't he stealing more bases? I don't get it. Huh. Probably because the AI has him batting 3rd. Anyways. Walks, Robbie Grossman. Go figure. Robbie Grossman still with Detroit here. Josh Donaldson, Mike Trout, Josh Harrison. That's another good reason to probably bring him back. He can walk. He'd be the leadoff guy we really need. Aaron Judge. I haven't seen Aaron Judge anywhere else. So, oh my God, he's only hitting .232 with 3 homers. You know what? I'm sure he's going to pick up steam in May. He'll pick up steam. Brandon Nemo and Profar. I think we actually walked him. I think he was one of our few. He was our only walk. So Profar doing really well. Yeah, look at Nemo. Holy crap. Will Smith of the Dodgers, Justin Turner of the Dodgers, and there's Soto of the Nationals. Conforto, who's with the Dodgers this year. Doing okay. Okay. Ian Happ, Tommy Pham, he's a good on base. He's like I call him quarter Ricky Henderson, because that's it. He's got like quarter of the talent of a Ricky Henderson, but he tries to play leadoff the same way. He'll hit some home runs, he walks, steals bases, and that's what he's trying to do here. But again, 34 years old, he'll probably try to get out of Cincinnati as well. Better you do, quicker you get out of Cincinnati. On base, Profar 490. Good job. Brandon Rogers. Trout. Good, so Trout is coming back and being the Trout of old. Slugging Trout, Guerrero, Bogarts, Betts, Machado, Blackman, Acuna, Alonso. Wins, Musgrove, Stroman. Stroman basically only had the bad game against us, and he still won that game. So he's doing a hell of a good job. Jacob deGrom. Yeah, he's got his Mets picture. I don't know why he's got like the scan face. Quantrill, Kirby. Yeah, wins don't really mean anything anymore. Well, they might give it a year in this sim. We got a lot of guys doing some complete games and pitching longer into games. McClanahan, 24 years old, second year in the majors. Wow, that's amazing. Waka having a resurgent with the Red Sox. He's a free agent, so if the White Sox are out of it, he might be big trade bait. Kirby, Tyler Wells of the Orioles, Garrett Cole. Yeah, Garrett Cole, torn rotator cuff. 31 years old with a torn rotator cuff. Oh, he won't be back until 2 years, it looks like. But Italian is doing well, Severino doing well, so I don't think they're going to miss him too much. Plus, they got Clark Schmidt that they called up. So that they got that young pitcher they got from Oakland, I think. Greinke, the ageless wonder. He might be somebody I look forward to, but I think he's going to end his career in Kansas City, where it started. I just think that's the kind of dude that Greinke is. Cueto, if the White Sox fall out, Cueto might be a guy I look at. Everybody else here is on a contender. Dalton Jeffries, Cole Irving. I think Cole Irving's pretty young. I don't think they'll get rid. Yeah, they're not going to get rid of these two guys. And I don't think we're gonna. And I think if the Red Sox are out of it, I don't think we're gonna win the Waka sweepstakes. To tell you the truth. Eflin Corbin, Patrick Are you kidding me? This guy has been a disaster for the last 2 years, and oh, you know why? Because he is a very good control pitcher. There you go. This is one of the guys that, due to my 1970s type of play style, he's gonna bounce back. And Stroman, I think, had a pretty bad year for the Cubs, but this is perfect for him. As it Alcantara and deGrom. I don't see anybody here. I know the Cubs lost Wade Miley. Wade Miley was one win away to get 100 wins for his career, and I think he blew out his arm, and I think he's about 35 years old, and I think that's the end of him. Roansy Contreras, 2.12. He's up here. Other than that, I don't see anybody. Zach Gallen. Maybe Luke Weaver. I might be able to get Luke Weaver. Yeah, Portland's still at the bottom. I might be able to get Luke Weaver. Everybody else here? No, Pablo Lopez ain't going anywhere. Well, we got Keller and Brubaker up here too. Tyler Mall. That might be a guy. He might be a guy. He plays better on the road. I mean, he's underrated. He really is. Yeah, so I'll have to keep an eye on him. And I think that's it. Wainwright. Yeah. He's just not doing well. I mean, he's doing okay for a 40-year-old in his last year. So, okay, so that's it. Waka hasn't given up a home run. Good for him. 2 shutouts for McClanahan. 2 for Darvish. Strikeouts. McClanahan, 3 complete games. I love it. I love the complete games. Nestor Cortez has only walked 1. Dylan Bundy of the Twins. Ooh, that's another guy That's another guy. If the Twins fall out of it, that's another guy you might get. Stripling might be another one. 32 years old. He might be cheap. Zimmerman. If they fall out, might get Zimmerman. For the National League, Darvish. That's not a surprise. Alex Wood. Not a surprise. Ooh, Antonio Zentatella. Don't know. I don't even know who this guy is. Well, he's been with Colorado forever, but I've never really noticed this guy. A control pitcher, so he's taken a step forward in our league. That might be a guy too who's cheap. Corbin leading in WHIP. I can't even imagine saying those words. Tyler Wells. That's it. All right, so what we're going to do here is I probably spent way too long on this little diatribe. I think what we'll do is we'll play the Yankees. We'll play one of the Yankee games here. Oh, no. I'm on the Orioles. Sorry. I was sitting there going, why am I playing the Yankees twice? Oh, we already played the Cubs. And we played St. Louis on opening day. So what we'll probably do is play... Maybe we'll play LA here on the 11th, depending who our pitcher is. And then we'll play... No, we already got the LA game here. I'll have to check. Maybe we will play the Cubs. Maybe we'll play the Cardinals or the Reds. Those are our big division. But then we'll finish. We'll play one of these games, and we'll definitely play the Dodgers at LA on the 31st of May, and see how it goes. See if we're actually in contention here. All right. Thanks for joining me. Get up my intro.